Rubeus Hagrid was never late. He was never early either. He was always precisely on time, which meant that when the Hogwarts Express pulled into Platform 9 and 3/4 on September 1st, 1991, exactly at 11:00, Clock Hagrid was waiting there with a smile on his face and a stack of 7 rather worn-looking parcels in his arms. The first 6 were fairly easy to identify. They were all addressed to the Weasleys, each containing a new set of robes for each of the Weasley children. But the last one was different. It was wrapped in plain brown paper and string and had no name on it at all. Curiosity got the better of Hermione, and she asked Hagrid what it was, to which he replied that there's a special delivery for a Mr. Harry Potter. Intrigued, Harry approached the parcel, his fingers twitching with the urge to rip off the wrapping and see what was inside. But before he could, Ron said, "Wait, we need to get to the station. We'll open it when we get to the common room." So with that, Harry followed his friends onto the train, and they soon found themselves hurtling towards Hogwarts. The moment they stepped off the train at Hogsmeade Station, Ron said, "Right, let's go and check out that present." And coast clear, Ron ripped off the paper and string to reveal a pair of very old-looking shoes. They were made of some sort of soft leather and had an almost iridescent quality about them. A small tag dangled from the laces, and upon closer inspection was found to contain the words Platform 9 and 3/4. "What do you think they do?" Hermione asked, holding up the shoes. Suddenly, Ron yelped, "Ooh, do we have to try them on? Because if we do, I don't want to be first." "Don't be ridiculous," Hermione snapped. "We're trying them on. It's the only way we'll find out." And so it was decided that Harry would be the first to try them on. As he slipped his foot into one of the shoes, he felt a jolt of magic, like the moment he touched the Sorting Hat. Then, just as suddenly, it was gone. He pulled the shoe on and tied the laces up. The moment he did, however, he felt a strange pulling sensation, as though something was trying to pull him away from the shoe. It took all his strength to keep his foot inside them, but then he noticed something strange. The shoes had started to glow faintly, and the pulling sensation became a rushing sensation, as though he was being pulled through a very narrow tunnel. Instinctively, he grabbed onto Hermione for support, but she quickly lost her balance and tumbled to the floor with a yelp before Harry could help her up. However, Ron had both shoes in his hands. Without hesitation, he slipped them on, and immediately the same thing happened. The shoes glowed brightly, and Ron was pulled through a tunnel, this time dragging Hermione with him. Harry watched in fascination as his 2 best friends disappeared through the shoes. Then, as if it had just occurred to him, he shouted, "Where are you going?" But his voice was lost in the rush of wind that suddenly filled the common room. He looked down at the shoes in his hand and tentatively slipped them on. Almost immediately, he was pulled through a tunnel, too fast to make out any details. He could hear the sound of rushing water and feel the air growing colder around him. Then just as suddenly, everything stopped. He looked around to find himself standing on a small patch of dry land in the middle of a wide, fast-flowing river. Towering above him were trees laden with glowing fruit and strange, beautiful flowers. Suddenly, Ron's voice echoed through the trees, and he heard Hermione say, "It's beautiful." Harry called back, "I know, right?" And then the 3 of them stood in silence for a moment, taking in the beauty around them. Then Ron said, "Do you think we can stay here forever? I mean, this is awesome." "Don't be stupid," Hermione snapped. "Of course, we can't stay here forever. We need to get back to school." "Oh, yeah," Ron said sheepishly. "So how do we get back?" But before either of them could answer, Harry noticed a faint glow coming from the shoes. He realized that they were magical and that they were trying to tell them something. He pointed this out to his friends, and together they walked along the river bank. Following the glow, it led them through fields of flowers and past trees laden with fruit until finally it stopped outside a small cottage made of gingerbread. They hesitated for a moment, unsure what to do next. Then, taking a deep breath, Harry knocked on the door. It opened before he could knock again and revealed a smiling witch with twinkling eyes. "Welcome," she said warmly. "I've been expecting you."